My full prescription for health involves a lot of things that I should probably do more of. Sleeping better, eating better. I like to think I'm pretty on top of it, but sometimes life gets in the way.
Taking care of yourself, plenty exercise, your diet, doing what your doctor tells you to do.
Secret health for me is having kids, chasing them around all over the place.
Lots of vegetables, exercise regularly.
My prescription for health is to stay active, eat well, and always exercise.
I don't think average people know that their full prescription of health includes as much as it really does. There's so many parts to the puzzle when it comes to helping a patient get well. There could be acupuncture, there could be homeopathy, there could be nutritional stuff that we've got to work on, whether that's supplements or diet. So many different things that we can use to help patients achieve wellness.
The full prescription for health, starts with a good medical workup, because of course you need that. You need to rule out very serious diseases. You need to be aware of patients' medical conditions and how they interact with other, often conventional practitioners. But then you take it a step further, seeking to introduce natural interventions, reinforcing lifestyle changes, which involve diet, which involve exercise, stress reduction, and then of course our major tool is supplements.
So right now the integrative or allied healthcare industry or system seems to be quite disconnected. And what we need is for practitioners to be connected via the prescription. That's the binding aspect that will bring healthcare providers together. So whether it's pharmaceutical, natural health products, dietary supplements, botanical, whatever it might be, we all come together through the prescription.
So in doing this for our patients, we need resources at our disposal. We need to stock the supplements, for example, that can make a difference for them. We need to have exercise protocols and regimens available. We need to have naturopathic colleagues or nutritionists who can help to implement our diet recommendations. And all these resources need to be, at our fingertips and easily deployed.
It can take time for a patient to come around and see the full prescription of health that they need to do in order to achieve wellness, but my job is to work on that with them and help them get there.
If this were a grading scale and we were to evaluate where we are with sharing information between providers, I would say we're probably at the point of, as a country, as a C-. For as much technology as we have in place, there are numerous barriers when providers actually try to get the entire picture of a patient that they're working with.
Compliance is a bad word from the old paradigm. What we're talking about is empowerment, empowering patients to lead healthy lives. And in order to do that and get the most people through that door, we have to make it as easy as possible. It's not been easy up until this point, and tools like Fullscript are making it easier every day.
In a perfect world, I would have a system that gives me access to a universe of supplements that I can instantaneously recommend to patients. It keeps track of their compliance and allows me some interface and feedback to communicate with patients about how to take the supplements properly and the rationale for taking them.
We need a way to bring those treatment plans together. So what if there were an integrative or functional prescription where practitioners could prescribe everything that a patient needed for the best possible outcomes?
Welcome everybody. My name is Kyle Bratz. I'm the co-founder and CEO of Fullscript. So we all know the ingredients for optimal health, but often don't follow the prescription. With limited time and stretched resources, the path to optimal health is burdensome. Working in healthcare, you know how frustrating that can be. The reason you do what you do is to help patients get healthy. When we, as patients, can't commit to our health, our practitioners step in. You become our coaches, you become our cheerleaders. But the success of healthcare is not just in the hands of the practitioner. There are many other participants in a patient's path to wellness. I'm talking insurance providers, technology platforms, and the manufacturers and distributors of wellness tools such as nutraceuticals. My company, Fullscript, falls into a couple of those categories. And I believe it is our collective duty as an ecosystem to commit at the same level of effort towards patient success as practitioners do. But that doesn't always happen in this industry. Intentionally or unintentionally, some companies create roadblocks to patient wellness. I'll come back to that in a moment. So what exactly is Fullscript? Fullscript is a platform for prescribing and dispensing professional-grade supplements and nutraceuticals. We started the company back in 2012 to solve the problem my co-founder's wife was facing in starting her new medical practice. She needed to offer professional-grade supplements, but couldn't invest in the inventory and admin required. We realized she was not alone. At first, the company operated like a simple online shop, but we realized fairly quickly that our role was to ensure patient success and compliance is optimized. We needed to add a personalized prescription tool, a tool that made it easy for patients to follow their protocols. So this is how Fullscript works today. A practitioner creates a prescription for their patient and sends it via text message or email. That patient receives the prescription, they log into their Fullscript account, and they can fill that prescription. We then drop ship the products directly from warehouses across North America directly to the patient's home. And this is when the real work starts for Fullscript. Now we focus all of our attention on making sure the patient is adherent to their plan and fills the prescriptions on time. Since we've evolved our platform to be more prescription focused, we've seen a direct impact on compliance. As an example, patients who receive a prescription refill it on average 8 times. Compare that to only 3 refills after a self-serve order from an online store. Personalized prescriptions are a powerful tool for compliance. What will be even more powerful is when a Fullscript prescription becomes a single, integrated digital roadmap for a patient's path to wellness. Everything a patient needs to be successful. And that's our vision for Fullscript. We want every Fullscript to be personalized and to consider a patient's medical history. We want every prescription to be informed by data and take into account the interactions, indications, and evidence that support each prescribed treatment. We want it to be collaborative. Practitioners should be able to work together to evolve a patient's roadmap to health. And we need it to be actionable and trackable, with progress and adherence indicators that both patients and practitioners can use to ensure consistency and inform changes to the prescription as time goes on. But do you remember those industry barriers I talked about? They limit the potential of the prescription by restricting practitioner and patient access to products. At Fullscript, our strongest value is to always put patient wellness first. We create strong brands that support the practitioner channel. But one thing we will never do is we will never enter into an exclusive contract with a practitioner brand. Practitioners should access these brands in the most effective way for them and the most effective way for their patients. Who are we to define that for you? Who are we to define that for your patients? At times, this industry really frustrates me. It frustrates me, especially when you consider the most ironic professional grade brands that sell direct to patients via their Amazon store, but won't make their products available to practitioners using Fullscript. That's not the only challenge. Closed distribution is one piece, but we are also faced with the massive dilemma of inventory selection. Practitioners use an incredibly broad spectrum of tools, so broad that it would be impossible for us to know what is required in real time and acquire inventory for each and every product that practitioners prescribe. When we begin to consider compounded and personalized products, it becomes extremely complicated for Fullscript to stock and fulfill it all in one location. So, how can a Fullscript prescription become the Fullscript? The master plan to wellness. If a practitioner has to go outside of our platform in order to prescribe crucial elements of the recommendation, well, it can't happen. It can't happen unless we as a company decide to be even more open. so that we no longer rely solely on our own warehouse and fulfillment in order to meet practitioner and patient needs. Instead, we need to rely on the entire healthcare community, our technology, and our customer support. So in order to illustrate exactly what I mean, I've asked one of our doctors on staff at Fullscript to help me create a case for a fictional patient. We'll call her Ashley. Ashley is a 35-year-old female with a history of previous miscarriage. Her goal is to get pregnant without the use of fertility pharmaceuticals. Ashley is working with a new physician, Dr. Randall, who is well known for her expertise in fertility. Fullscript can integrate with any EMR. In fact, we launched a new integration with Power to Practice here at A4M this week. And because Fullscript is fully integrated into Dr. Randall's EMR, as soon as Dr. Randall opens it, she can create an e-prescription powered by Fullscript. She enters Ashley's personal information and receives indications that Ashley has been prescribed metformin to treat PCOS. Fullscript tells Dr. Randall that metformin causes nutrient depletions in B12, folate, and coenzyme Q10. So she uses Fullscript advanced search to look up the products that she knows she can address those concerns with. First, she searches for CoQ10 from a popular brand that is not available on Fullscript's catalog. This is one of the few brands not available. So the Fullscript Similar Product tab provides Dr. Randall with 3 suggestions of similar products that are available, and she chooses one. Next, she needs a prenatal supplement to support Ashley's fertility and address the other deficiencies caused by metformin. We will always try and support the practitioner in choosing products available within Fullscript's warehouse because it optimizes patient compliance. But sometimes there are non-negotiables when it comes to certain products. In this case, Dr. Randall is not willing to compromise on the prenatal supplement she's recommending. There's one product she trusts, and it's not carried in our distribution center. But that's fine. Dr. Randall can still add the exact product to Ashley's prescription, and it will link to the manufacturer's online store. Fullscript will still send refill reminders, and Dr. Randall will still be able to track compliance via her Fullscript Analytics dashboard. Dr. Randall also wants to give Ashley an herbal product to support fertility. She adds it to the prescription, but indicates that the first bottle will be obtained in her office, and that refills will be shipped right to Ashley's house by Fullscript. She also attaches a diet plan and an option for a meal delivery service in Ashley's area. The last part of Dr. Randall's process is to make sure that Ashley can follow this prescription easily and consistently. She selects to give Ashley the option to subscribe to her plan so that refills are shipped automatically when Ashley's running low. Dr. Randall sends Ashley's prescription off both by email and text message, and Ashley can now log into her HIPAA-compliant Fullscript account where she can fill and refill her prescriptions all in one place. Fullscript will prompt Dr. Randall to check in on Ashley in a few weeks to make sure she's fulfilled all the crucial elements of the prescription. In fact, through Fullscript, Dr. Randall has a full suite of analytics for her practice that will help her identify both micro changes and macro trends, so she can understand how she might adjust her prescribing habits to make her patients more likely to comply with recommendations. So let's fast forward. Ashley is pregnant and just passed the 12-week milestone thanks to Dr. Randall's care. In fact, Dr. Randall has had so much success treating similar patients that she has decided to use Fullscript to publish a protocol for patients with similar concerns and conditions to Ashley. Thanks to Fullscript, other practitioners across the country can view Dr. Randall's protocols and apply them to their own practice through a Fullscript prescription. This new approach to prescriptions is not just great news for Dr. Randall's patients, it's great news for Dr. Randall's practice. If her patients stick to their protocols, then they will eventually learn how to maintain wellness without frequent visits to the doctor. That gives Dr. Randall more time to take on new patients while still collecting revenue from the refills of all her previous patients. And since her patients are so thrilled with the results, they're telling their friends and family, and Dr. Randall's marketing costs are decreasing. The name Fullscript comes from the idea that a prescription for health will reach its full potential through our technology. When we initially gave our company this name, we knew that we weren't quite there yet. But we also knew that taking on a name that represents our future would serve as a commitment to that dream. There's no backing out now. We will redefine what it means to prescribe. We will put a multi-dimensional, fully personalized, forever evolving roadmap for health in the hands of each one of your patients. This is our manifest destiny, and I urge you all to be a part of it.